Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the science behind a really fascinating topic, molecular hydrogen therapy. We're going to dive into how the simplest, most basic element in the entire universe might just be an incredibly powerful tool for our overall wellness.
Okay, let's jump right in. So, what are we talking about here? The molecule is called molecular hydrogen, or just H2. It sounds simple, right? It's just two little hydrogen atoms stuck together. But what it can do inside our bodies is surprisingly complex and pretty profound.
All right, so to really get how this all works, we've got to understand what makes this tiny molecule so special. And honestly, its superpower is its size. Now, just think about that for a second. Most of the supplements and antioxidants you hear about are made of big, clunky molecules. They have a hard time getting where they actually need to go. But get this, H2 is so tiny, it can basically just zip through everything, getting into the very core of our cells, into our mitochondria, and it can even get past the super protective blood-brain barrier. And this is where it gets really, really smart. You see, a lot of other antioxidants, they're kind of like carpet bombs. They just go in and wipe out all the free radicals they find, even the ones our body actually uses for important signals. But hydrogen, it's way more like a precision sniper. It's selective, it only goes after the really nasty, most destructive free radicals, and it leaves the useful ones alone to do their jobs. Okay, so now that we know it's small and it's smart, let's get into its two main jobs inside your body, acting as this incredible antioxidant and as a really sophisticated anti-inflammatory agent. We run into this thing called oxidative stress every single day. It comes from pollution, from our diet, or even just from our body's normal, everyday processes. And this cellular rust we're talking about, it can damage our DNA, our proteins, our cells, basically contributing to aging and a lot of health problems over time. And here's the really cool part. Hydrogen doesn't just clean up the rust that's already there. It actually does something more. It flips a switch, activating our body's own built-in antioxidant defense system. It's literally like giving your cell's own security team a major, major upgrade to protect themselves better in the future. Okay, this is a fantastic way to think about how hydrogen deals with inflammation. Picture inflammation like a fire alarm in your house, right? Super important when there's a real fire, but you definitely don't want it blaring 24/7. Well, molecular hydrogen comes in and basically turns down the volume on those inflammatory signals. It calms things down without completely shutting off the alarm system, so it's still there if you actually need it. But it's not all just about plain defense. Turns out, molecular hydrogen also seems to help our cells just work better, cleaner, more efficiently. You can really think of it as a complete tune-up, right down at the microscopic level. So what does that tune-up actually look like? Well, check this out. It helps our cells produce energy more efficiently, it boosts their natural garbage disposal process, and it even helps them get better at repairing DNA. What it all boils down to is this. It helps pull a stressed-out cell back from the brink and gets it working like a high-performance machine again. And we're not just talking about a little tweak here and there. This effect is incredibly broad. I mean, get this. Researchers have found that it influences over 189 different biological pathways. That's everything from hormone signaling to the way our genes express themselves. It just shows you how fundamental this molecule's role can be. So because it works way down at this super fundamental cellular level, the benefits aren't just stuck in one place. Nope. They actually ripple out across pretty much every system in your body. Let's start with your brain. Remember how we said it can cross the blood-brain barrier? That's a huge deal. It helps calm down neuroinflammation and protect your neurons from damage. And that's absolutely fundamental for things like cognitive health and just feeling clear-headed. And what about your heart? Your body's engine, right? Well, studies show H2 can help support the health of your arteries and protect your heart tissue from stress, which helps keep that whole system running nice and smooth. Then there's your immune system. And for that, the key word is balance. Hydrogen seems to help modulate our immune responses, making sure they're strong when we need them to be, but quiet and calm when we don't. It's all about finding that healthy balance. Okay, so we've gone through all the nitty-gritty details. What's the big takeaway here? What's the bottom line from all this? And really, this is the heart of it all. Instead of just chasing symptoms, hydrogen goes right to the root cause. By taking on those two big problems of cellular damage, oxidative stress, and chronic inflammation, it helps your body stay healthy from the ground up. It's a truly foundational approach.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to chew on. Now, of course, more research is always needed, but the science is definitely pointing to a future where taking care of our health could be supported by the simplest, smallest, and most fundamental molecule in the entire universe. It's a really powerful idea when you think about it. Thanks so much for tuning in.